Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with Rowdy playing a round of sumo. Now, everything goes fairly normally. Heading up towards the initial melee, gets ramped off the front of a sports car, a supercar, almost lands it, bounces, then does land it, skids along on two wheels before sliding off the track. If at any point that car had landed on its wheels, you could have saved it. But it landed on the roof and then the side, and there's not much you can do. It's really unlucky in that one. Alex the Great, up next, also on GTA 5, has got one of the half tracks. So these things, quite cool, quite beefy vehicles. Turns out, if you have a battle between a half track and a tram, well, the tram is going to win. Yes, the tram very much wins. You can take the driver out, doesn't matter. Tram wins that battle. Just don't mess with the trams or the trains. We know none of that goes particularly well. Also, don't mess with trucks. Jamie is up next with the flying bike, the bane of online. Doesn't kind of pull up in time to avoid the truck, and then the truck runs off with the bike. Yep, that's got the fins wedged in the back of the truck, and it's gone. That's how you beat the oppressor. That is how you do it. XP Cookie is up next on Rage 2, chasing down one of the convoys, doing some shooting, trying to get rid of them, midst of battle. Huge number of rolls from the baddie there. You see, the thing is, the vehicles have a special ability, like a side swipe, that's used here at the wrong time, boosts itself off the road, rolls off a bit of debris, and actually gets the truck wedged under, well, more debris, basically, a big old, I would say, like spaceship part, something, I don't know, whatever it is. The vehicle is very stuck, very wedged, not going to be getting out there anytime soon. Dragon Hunter is up next on R Factor 2, racing a V8 supercar, a fantastic vehicle. However, they get things a little bit wrong. They get too much curb through the first part, bounce up to a big two-wheel moment, kind of gather it back up in time, but can't make the second part, and it's over and out for the Holden in all of this. So yeah, it goes wrong with the first part. The curbs are very, very aggressive. I know this is all mods and so on, but yeah, first curb very, very aggressive. Bounces too much over it, big two-wheel moment, tries to gather it all back up, can't really in time. It's the second aggressive curb that launches the Holden for a roll, smacks the tyre bundle, and that is game over. Yeah, the curbs are nasty. We've said it before. We'll say it again. Curbs are nasty. We're on Toca Race Driver with the AIs having a massive crash in the background, racing the Alpha GTVs here, around Monza, and we have a fairly similar incident goes on up here with, I didn't actually realise cars can go up on two wheels so much in Toca. I played a lot of this game. I love this game. Yeah, I'm so used to games, like old games, not allowing that kind of angle for the cars, but there we go. Poison Muffin up next on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is trying to stop an AI vehicle. I think it's a Celine in all of this. They're trying to get her chasing around across the bridge when it turns out Celine bumps into curb and wall and does a sort of half backflip and is out. Curbs are mean, this time in a very, very different way. Yes. Tugler's up next on Burnout Paradise is running at a very, very high speed through the streets, as you do on Burnout. Lots of high-speed stuff goes on in this game. They're sliding around as they come up over this crest. AI car changes late at the last second. They can't avoid it. You expect a massive accident, and it doesn't really happen. The speed differential between those, that should have been a huge shunt, and it's just, we'll just stop the player car. We're on the snow run next with an invisible bridge. Yes, it turns out you can drive on this bit, where you can kind of float above this bit of bridge. There is a problem, however, in that the invisible bridge doesn't go across the water. It does come to an end, and at that point, you're in a little bit of trouble, because now you're suddenly dumped into the middle of the river, where you're not going to be able to move your truck. So, yeah, be careful of invisible bridges. They are quite mean. Quite mean indeed. It might float its way to one of those sort of little bits of river, bits of kind of island almost in the river. Maybe you'll get away with it, who knows. Gordon Fan up next on Automobilista. I think these are AI, so there was a crash that started this. The next car just doesn't slow down in time, and everything is piling into this crash. However, this particular vehicle that we are following was driving quite well on just a single wheel, somehow. Don't quite know how, quite a short clip, but there we go. Mike is up next on City Skylines with a train that's forgotten how to train. That is definitely not correct at all. Bit of the train is kind of, well, some bits are almost in the right place. It starts off well, and then it all falls apart. And it all falls apart even more as it starts to try and move, and now it's definitely not behaving itself there. That's not how a train works at all. It's kind of being dragged along, and now it's pushed a whole bunch of other stuff at a silly angle. It looks like there's almost like additional carriages have been spawned in between where they should be. It's kind of... bits of it have sorted themselves out. Bits of it are still very, very, very broken. Yes, that's not gone to plan. Not how any of it really should work, but you've got a double engine part going on the front? I don't know. And finally, we have got still guns on Jurassic World Evolution. There's a bit of a fight going on in the dinosaur enclosure while there's one of the tour vehicles still driving through here. So they're trying to shut it down, but I think the vehicle's already set off on its mission. Now, the car gets hit by a dinosaur. Okay? That is the danger of being in a dinosaur enclosure. The car goes for a roll. All so far fairly expected. Big dinosaur fight coming. You're getting a hell of a show inside that car. Not sure I'd want to be there, but you are getting an impressive show. Now things are going a bit weird. Yes, let's just reverse in circles around the big dinosaur fight. There's no way that can go wrong whatsoever. We're still continuing to do the whole let's reverse around here and still reversing, still reversing around in a very, very big circle. Now, the vehicle's supposed to be on the track. Certainly over there trying to get out of here. Oh, there's a dinosaur. I'm not quite sure what it is. Baryonyx is just wandering around. Not a very comfortable dinosaur, that's for sure. No, car's going the wrong way now. It's got back onto the track, but it's facing the wrong direction. Can we figure this one out? We can go for a little bit of a race. It's taking a long time. I feel like in a situation where there's a dinosaur attack going on, I'd want a better driver. Now the Baryonyx is going to go have a look at the car. No, it ignores it. It does get back onto the track and can now head on its way out, but that was a lot of effort for a relatively simple task after the initial rolled by a dinosaur part. But there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form that will be linked in the description. On that you can find all of the rules and how it all works. But that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.